going live. Alright. Hello and welcome everyone to Table Anime Talkshow Thursday. Talkshow Tuesday. Wow, I butchered all of the names together. Fantastic. Today we have episode 36, a special guest show. And today we have our guest here. Go ahead and thank you for hopping on the show, coming on with us. You know, it's the last minute. Thank you, High Kick, for finding this dude bro friend of yours. Go ahead and give us, your name, your whatever you like to go by, and what you like to do. What do you do for work? That sort of stuff. Tell us a bit about yourself.
Well, you guys can just call me Flora. I don't really have a job. Basically, all I do is sit around and play video games and watch TV all day. That's pretty much me.
Just like me.
It's another High Kick. Come here, cat. Nice. Is that it? Anything else?
That's pretty much all about me.
Okay, cool. Well, what we do here is we go ahead and roll this as an interview-style session where we talk about anime. For those of you that do or do not know what we do or how we do. There we go. Good stuff. Now, if the 3 extensions over your video player at any time. What? Weird. I guess because, Twitch extensions. Anyway. So, what kind of anime do you like to watch, and do you have a preferred genre?
Well, I guess if I have to say what kind of anime I watch, it would be, I guess, action, kinda? Action comedy?
Nice.
My anime knowledge is quite far behind. Like, I think the absolute, up-to-date thing I've watched is Pop Team Epic.
Oh no. Pop Team Cancer?
Yeah. Yep.
Nice.
The second newest would be Spice and Wolf, and past that, basically all else I watch is Cowboy Bebop, Hyper Police, stuff like that from the 90s, early 2000s.
Running in the 90s. Yeah, no. So, that's all good stuff. I love your, second newest, Spice and Wolf. I'm like, man, that's pretty old, too. I like Spice and Wolf, though. It's one of those things that I'm gonna own. I'm gonna have I have a bunch of shit on an Amazon list of anime that I'm gonna buy. I already bought a decent bit, but need more. Need more weeaboo stuff.
Pretty bad my new reference point is Spice and Wolf.
Yeah, you're like, new, other than Pop Team Epic. I thought you were gonna go My Hero Academia or something. And that's not where you went. Either way, that's fine. So what is your favorite anime? And what is your favorite episode/scene from it?
Oh, okay, so my favorite anime it'd definitely have to be Hyper Police. And my favorite scene, oh shit, that's a hard one. I think it'd probably be the first episode when she accidentally shoots her partner.
Oh boy.
Man, if they open up with that, I need to watch this anime.
Right?
That's how it opens. They're in a pursuit, and then she pulls the trigger, misses, and shoots him.
Rip. Okay. Good. What kind of effect does anime have on you and your life?
I wouldn't say it has profoundly impacted me. It's more of just there's nothing else on, I'll pop one of my old DVDs in and watch it kind of thing.
Wow, you haven't, learned to be nice, make friends, to, get past your differences, to, plus ultra, go to the next level, nothing? None of that?
Maybe a little bit of that. I mean, I go to anime conventions because it's nice to meet new people, have similar interests.
See, I go to anime conventions, and I meet people, but I'm bad at, meeting people and then, becoming friends with random people like that. I'm bad at, hey, let's do phone number exchanging and shit. I'm more like, yeah, you're cool, that's cool. Yeah, we sat here and talked this line for the past hour. Yeah, you're cool, we're cool, everything's cool. And then that's it. And then while I see those people throughout the convention, it's like, hey! And then that's it. And then there's never anything else. There's some cute girls too that I've had things with, and then I'm just too shy. I don't know. Or most of the time I just walk around and nobody ever stops me and asks for anything. Except for pictures. That's what happened the last convention. Everybody's like, can I have a picture? Sure. Can I have a picture? Sure, because I was cosplay.
I don't know. Every time I usually go to a convention, I know you're gonna hate me for saying this, but I usually go as a furry because for some reason, I honestly believe the convention I go to is more of a furry convention, even though it's aimed towards anime, because
Full
there is
hatred. Anyway,
a ridiculous amount.
which convention? He said he knows I'm gonna hate him. You don't know me very well. Anyway.
It's well, I don't think they're having it this year. They might. I think it's downsized, but Shidokon in Lansing.
Shidokon or Shotokon?
Yeah, Shudokon.
Shuto?
Oh, Shudo?
Are you sure it's not Shoto?
It's
Oh,
one of
Shoto.
the two.
It's probably Shoto. I feel like I've heard of that. Anyway.
Recently, you go to one of those.
Yeah, right? So, okay then. How do you normally like to watch anime?
How do I normally like to watch it?
Yeah, like, you just watch it while eating, or like you said earlier, when you get bored, you just, open up Crunchyroll or whatever choice site.
Yeah, I usually watch it when I'm bored and just want to eat something or something.
Nice. Yeah, America turns most people into having to watch stuff while eating. That's me right there. I used to watch The Simpsons while I ate dinner every day.
No, dude, The Simpsons is my shit.
Nice. Alright.
Still don't enjoy that show for some reason.
That show doesn't enjoy you either. Obviously, the humor and everything's too highbrow for you.
Okay, Rick and Morty fan number 7.
Or too intelligent. You have to be truly smart to understand it. The subtle nuances. Some shit. I don't know.
You have to have a true dynamic and understanding of thermophysics to understand this show.
I mean, some of the sciencey jokes in Rick and Morty I understand because I like science. But that's besides the point. Anyway, so do you prefer to watch anime while it's airing or wait and binge it all at the end? From the sound of it, you don't really watch anything that's airing, so probably not.
Yeah, I'd have to say the last anime I watched while it was actually actively airing was Dragon Ball Z. So that's way back.
That was like back when growing up kind of days.
Yep, that was back when, I think it was when the Cell Saga came out.
Nice.
Yeah, that was a pretty long time ago.
On the next episode of Dragon Ball Z. Yeah. Fuck it. Greatness.
I don't even know if that was the original airing or if it was just when they were originally airing it on Toonami.
That was the original English dub airing, probably.
Alright. Yeah.
Because back then, everything had come out in Japan years in advance before we got it. I think is what it was. Literally, it took years to get shit dubbed.
Now it's dubbed on the same day, apparently.
I don't know if it... Well, you said you saw that it was dubbed on the same day. I've never seen that. Like, when Toonami had Attack on Titan 2, it was about a week behind, which was still really good.
Space Dandy was simulcast.
Was it English dubbed at the same time?
Yes, it was.
What?
It aired in Japan and the United States at the exact same time.
Well then.
And Space
Dandy
Dandy's
a little bit sooner than I thought it did.
trolly as shit.
I don't know if it was season 1 and 2, but I believe season 2 definitely was.
Yeah. How does that work? I guess how does that work? Do they just record them all at the same time, or record them beforehand and just release them all?
I believe they're waited till both have been dubbed in Japanese and then English, and then they air them at the exact same time.
Yeah. Nifty. Yeah, because Space Dandy in English, I think it's much better in English than it is in Japanese, because it's hilarious.
Oh, yes.
It's the kind of comedy you need English for.
I truly love Dandy's actor. I can't remember the name for the life of me, even though he's at the anime convention every year.
Uh-huh.
But he's a really nice guy. Great.
Nice. Yeah, see, I've never actually met anybody. Maybe I should go, properly network. Although half the time I go and I'm just like, yeah, this is okay. I went to some panels before. Panels are cool as shit. But, I don't know.
I mean, if you actually network, we would have prepared guests for this.
Well, this is before... the last time I went to a convention was 3 years ago, mate. I haven't been to a convention in a while.
Ian Sinclair. That's who it was.
Oh, nice. So, And I just like don't want to network for the show necessarily. I do try to network. Don't get me started. I try to network with the half naked chicks on Twitter. All I want is like some of these chicks that do naughty cosplay to like hop on here and come hang out. That's my goal. Like I like the end goal is to get Jessica Negri or something on here, but I know better than that. But like all of the other people, you know, all the random other like chicks that do half naked photo shoots and shit. If we get one of those on here, we're still golden.
You get Jessica Negri on it. It's like, okay, the show's done.
That's exactly what I'll do. I'll be like, all right, everybody, that's the end of the show forever. We've done it. We did it, Reddit. We reached the point. We're done now. I don't know how we can go up from here. This is the top of the hill. This is what we do. We only go downhill from here.
Quit while you're ahead.
Yep. Unless after Jessica Negri we get somebody pop up like some sort of like celebrity like Samuel L. Jackson. I like anime too, and it's just like, oh shit, motherfucker.
God damn it.
It's like, well, I guess we're still going.
It's kind of how I felt about cosplaying, because I cosplayed for that convention a couple years ago. I went as Barry from Resident Evil.
Nice.
And I got to use the Jill sandwich line because I saw Jill cosplaying.
Nice.
And I was like, well, this is official. I don't need to cosplay anymore.
Yeah, like, done, ended it. Yeah, I'm not sure if any of you are familiar with the world. God only knows, but the last time I cosplayed something, I did that. But anyway.
I love that anime.
Right? Yeah, totally. I mean, have you seen the way I look? Do you know how fucking a match that the main character is to me and the way his personality is too? Like, it was perfect.
Pretty much exactly the same.
It was perfect! I was like, yeah, I'm doing this. Anyway.
Just walk around with your DS the whole entire time?
No, it was gonna be did I have the PSP with me? Because he uses the PSP, basically. But I don't think I had anything. I don't remember if I had my PSP at the time or not, or if I just couldn't find it. I probably couldn't find it anymore. But it would have been perfect.
Fucking sitting in the corner the entire fucking convention, just sitting in a corner playing it on your PSP.
Right? No, like, so I was walking around, all the girls were like, can I have a picture? Can I have a picture? Can I have a picture? And like, they're like, oh my god, it's fucking him. And I'm like, yes. And one of the staffers was like, can I have a picture with you? And I was like, yeah, sure. That's where I actually got the you know that poster that sits behind me, the Ghost of the Shell one. Not in the picture here that you drew, but the one in real life. That's where I got that one from. That wall scroll. It's fucking nice. Anyway, enough about my life and doing that. So let's see. I guess. So yeah, you basically binge it all randomly. And the next question, if you're watching anything that's currently airing, I'm guessing that's a no. Pop Team Epic stopped airing.
Yeah, I can't think of anything that's currently airing that I've watched.
Alright. How many episodes do you like to see an anime have, if you especially enjoy it?
Oh, I love when they have at least 2 to 3 seasons, because I've seen several that were only 1 season that I would have killed to have a second for.
Alright.
Yeah.
Speaking of seasons, hey, High Kick. Guess what?
What?
We're getting a 4th season of Tokyo Ghoul.
Please don't be shit like this one.
The promo picture has him with black hair again, so I think he turns back or something. I don't know. They really need to unfuck the story or make it make sense, because it definitely doesn't. They probably made season 3 and 4 at the same time because they knew, like, with season 3's pacing and the fact that nothing made sense. The time skip has so many unexplained fucking points. It hurts.
Nothing gets fixed. Nothing is explained. It is all shit.
Yep. Instead, it goes from fucking Kaneki dealing with shit and like semi-slice of life to 100% slice of life and Kaneki trying to deal with himself. Anyway. Alrighty then. So, a little bit boop. What animes do you feel should have had more seasons, and what animes do you feel should have had less? I can't speak today. And I'm reading off of a fucking question list.
I honestly, the seasons or shows that I think should have had more seasons, definitely Spice and Wolf. I really wish they would have finished the entire story. Because there was so much there they should have touched.
I would have touched her, yes. I mean, yeah.
Panty and stocking and that fucking cliffhanger. Oh my god. That needed to be continued.
Still need to watch this.
I was pretty saddened by the fact that Cowboy Bebop only lasted for that season.
Right?
I really wish they would have continued that.
But it was such a good season. It had at least it had okay closure, kind of.
Yeah, it did have pretty good closure. I mean, it wasn't terrible. It's not like they left you with a ton of questions.
Well, I'm still not even 100% that Spike's dead.
I don't think anybody's 100% that Spike's dead, to be honest.
They kind of left that a bit open-ended, just in case they decided.
It's not like that was even the worst situation Spike had ever been in.
Yeah, right. I honestly think the worst situation he was really in was the OP clown fucking, like, amusement park guy.
Yeah, that was probably his worst situation, I do have to agree.
That was a really fucking, like, ultra, like, out there episode. Too.
Indeed.
I'm genetically modified, so much that I'm completely busted. And I have a shield that's impenetrable. It's like, whoa, this sucks.
I do wish that Hyper Police had lasted a little longer.
Nice.
Now on the topic of ones that I think shouldn't have had as many seasons as it did is, I know I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this one, but Sword Art.
Nope, I hate Sword Art, so it's.
I don't think it should have lasted half as long as it did.
Right?
It's either that or they should have fucking wrote the story better.
Right, that story was complete shit. I've seen Ubisoft games with better story than that.
Yo, so like my biggest complaint, and still the same thing I'll always say, and you'll hear me say here all the time like a broken record. I liked the first half of both series, both season 1 and season 2. First half, when they're in Minecraft and have to fight through the game, is cool. And then they're like, and now abruptly we don't have to do 100 levels anymore, and you fought the guy, and you figured this out, and now everything's kosher. And it's like, off to Fairyland! And I was like, what?
Yep. I kind of do have to agree. I felt like it got about halfway through and then just started to fizzle.
Yep. And then they went to Fairyland, and I was like, what the fuck is this? What kind of incestuous bullshit is this? Although your sister's got big titties, so I'm okay with this. She's also not your real sister. So everything is A-okay in my mind.
Man, if they kept with the fucking 100 levels, like, I feel like Sword Art Online would have been a lot better.
Right?
Instead of just like, oh yeah, we're just gonna get rid of this now.
Yep, I think that was a downfall. And then Gun Gale was pretty cool, because you had the same things that happened in the first one, where you have the looming, the thriller parts of death looming, and then you go to, and then after that was taken care of. Back to Fairy World again, where shit doesn't matter, basically. So yeah, totally agree there.
I can't think of any other anime that I've currently watched that I was like, oh my god, this is so terrible. It shouldn't have had more seasons. Naruto. Nope, not even gonna go there.
We don't talk about that.
That's what a lot of people use for one is Naruto. Naruto.
No. I don't even have words for that.
I think pretty much everyone anyone that brings up Naruto is just like, cut out all the goddamn filler. Why was all of that there?
Yeah, that's all of the old, like, early 2000s and stuff animes.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
With Dragon Ball Z.
If you want to ask my personal opinion on a show that has too much filler, fucking Bleach. Bleach had too much filler.
All the shonens from back then had too much filler.
I honestly think the first 3-4 seasons of Bleach was pretty good, but I feel like now it's just no.
Yep. Also the fact that Ichigo's the most OP, who's apparently everything.
Right.
Not sure if you're up to date with what he is, but he's a Quincy, he's a Hollow, he's a fucking Soul Reaper, he's a human, anything else that pops up, he's also one of those. Anyway, yeah.
I will say, though, that Bleach's filler is a lot better than most other anime's filler.
It's actual stories, like side stories, complete storylines, start to finish. Yeah. Now, however, it doesn't really play into the main storyline, though. It's just like, Alright, so here's this big fight about to take place, and oh look, random filler episodes. They're a soccer team doing some soccer shit for soccer. What? 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 Nani?
I think weren't those just like the singular filler episodes though?
No, there was like a multi-string episode thing where he was in the middle of a fight, and then all of a sudden it went to they were doing some sort of soccer match thing, and like each of you had to fight some people or something. It was like a 5-episode long filler thing.
I'm pretty sure I skipped that one.
And I was like, what the actual fuck is going on here? I was like, yo, and I had to go back and check the episode. I was like, is this where we're at? I was like, this doesn't make any sense. How do we get from there to here? The fuck is going on?
It's like, did I skip something? Did I skip the conclusion to this fight?
That's what I thought, and it's just like, no. But anyway. Although, speaking of cat girls, Yoruichi.
Indeed.
Definitely.
Fucking,
She makes me have a bankai, if you know what I mean. That was actually a joke forever ago. My friend said he had a dream where, like, she was just butt-ass naked, and then he said, this is some dude that doesn't even watch anime. And then he's like, and she says, oh well, I'll help you release your bankai. And he wakes up, and I was like, bro, did you nut? That sounds like you nutted. Let's be real here. It was just some random dude in class. I was like, did you watch anime? What? I just laughed because it was hilarious. Yeah. Anyway, now let's get into the feels. So what do you feel is the saddest anime that you've seen?
Oh, honestly, it would have to be the second season of Spice and Wolf. It was sad enough that I've never actually finished it.
Wow, you are a sad, sad little man. That's not that
Cohen
sad.
tried to show me this one that was supposed to be super sad, but I just didn't.
was it Clannad?
It's probably
Yeah,
Clannad.
Clannad.
Listen, so Spice and Wolf is actually not that sad. Man up. Finish it. It's worth it. I mean, it's only slightly sad, but it's not super sad. Anyway. On the flip side of that, what do you feel is the most happy / upbeat anime that you've seen?
Oh, probably Lucky Star.
Reasonable. Makes sense.
That was definitely the happiest upbeat one I've ever seen.
Nice.
Plus, I always enjoyed the Lucky Channel extras after the credits. Those were always nice.
Nice. Alright, so what is your least liked genre, and why?
Romance. I just can't get into them that much.
Yes, my man.
They're so slow.
Yep. It's like romance slice of life for me.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, this is painful to watch. But anyway. But then you have action with romance built in, and then it's like fucking hot, rough, passionate action and romance, and it's like, yes. Anyway.
Oh, I just realized the actual newest anime other than Pop Teen Epic I've watched would be Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid.
Yes, that's a good one. That's an okay romance slice of life thing.
I just completely forgot about that one.
That's also like whenever somebody asked me what my happy upbeat one anime was, and I was like, yeah, that's I thought that was
Yeah, that would be up there too.
I mean, there were some dark things in it, but it was pretty happy and upbeat. What?
How did I forget that? I fucking watched that shit with you and Duncan.
Yeah, right?
Yes.
How did I forget it? Because I love that show.
Dude, I actually love this show too. Alright, so what is your least like anime and why?
Of all time?
Yep.
Oh, that's a hard one. I'm gonna have to go with Attack on Titan.
Why? I didn't like Attack on Titan. You said you liked action. Attack on Titan's pretty decent.
I just couldn't get into the story and the characters.
Oh, man.
They didn't speak to me whatsoever. It just fell completely flat.
Well, that's surprising and sucks. Because it's got a fucking cult movement. Like, it was one of the things that was in Hot Topic and stuff forever.
Right. I mean, I
And
feel bad
also
about
all
it,
the
but
people.
for me, that is absolutely my personal hatred.
No, these are, what you feel and the things that you feel.
Okay, actually, I have to revise that. Do you guys count Ruby as an anime because there's so many people that do,
Ruby is actually an anime. That's what it is.
then that is my absolutely most despised
That
anime.
makes me a little sad too. I actually like Ruby.
Like, I would much rather watch Attack on Titan than Ruby.
Ouch. Rest in pepperonis, Ruby. Alright. Oh, whatever. On to the opinion questions. Even though some of these are opinions, really these are how you feel, so whatever. But how do you feel about subs versus dubs?
Dubs for me. Some subs are okay, but I have trouble keeping up with some of them because they fucking flash by so quick.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, okay, I can get it. I can do a sub if it has good pacing for the actual subs. But some of them are like, okay, one sentence and done. Next. And it's like, well, how the fuck are you supposed to read this without pausing?
Well, you see, I'm gonna go pull the meme from earlier that I saw where dude bro's like, how do you, somebody asked, how do you watch the anime and read the subtitles at the same time? And it's Kakashi pulling up his headband to show his fucking Sharingan. And it's just like, yep, that about sums it up.
And then I do have to agree with the old argument. There are a lot of subs that are just 2 million times better than the original dub.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yes.
It's the same way. There's some dubs that are better than the original sub too. It just, to me, personally, it's like which voices match the characters better.
Hikek showed me a few, and I have to say I did enjoy the subs that he showed me.
Nice.
Which ones was that?
I don't remember the names. They were that
Sure
forgettable.
I tried to get you to watch fucking Clannad sub.
Yeah, we did watch it, most of it in sub.
Yeah. Because I showed you the annoying fucking Sonohara.
Yeah, because I was like, yeah, I can't stand this dub. Let's just watch it in sub.
Yeah.
Fucking his voice is so goddamn irritating. He's been rolled into a lot of different animes, and no matter where he shows up, I cannot watch the show because of him.
Yeah.
Nice. So, what are your thoughts on fan service?
Love it. I love it if it's done right.
Nice.
Because I feel like there's some points where it's like it's fan service, and there's other points where they do take it too far, and it's like it's not even anime at this point. It's just softcore porn.
Sounds about right.
That's what hentai is. And ecchi and whatever. I mean, I'm down with softcore porn.
Hentai would be hardcore porn.
Well, hentai can also just be softcore, I think. I guess it would just be classified as ecchi. I'm not sure.
I think there's some ecchi out there that actually has what's pretty much hentai in it. Very few in between, but there are some.
Yes. And I think that would be, I think High School DxD tiptoes that line pretty well.
Just right on the fucking border.
Right on that fucking proverbial nipple of sensitivity that is that line. All around that. Alright. This is the part where we open it up for you to ask us questions.
Oh, I want to know right off the bat. I already think I know Hikek's favorite anime. Well, what is yours of all time?
See, this is a hard one for me. I like most of the sci-fi stuff from the late 90s, early 2000s. And, so you know what I'd be talking about. It's most of the stuff that ran on Toonami, basically where I call as my intro into anime, even though I watched Dragon Ball Z and stuff before that. But I'm talking about Zoids, Gundam, Cowboy Bebop, Ghost in the Shell, Trigun, Big O, basically all of those shit. All of that. That whole era is my favorite.
Dude, I miss Big O. Big O was amazing.
Yep.
I just started watching that.
Big O,
I'm really disappointed.
Showtime.
At the convention this year, they had a ton of Big O figures, and they wanted like $300-400 for them.
Yeah, dude.
God damn.
Figurines and figures cost a shit ton of money.
Right.
Yo, that Gundam that I fucking, for this is for Hikek, I'm not sure if you saw the picture up here that I uploaded, but that Gundam at that arcade, I think one of these next couple weekends when I go, I'm at 4,000 tickets, I just need 5,000. I'm gonna get that bitch. It's gonna be lit.
Shoot up.
Yep. And then I can switch over to the VIP card, where as I continue to spend more money, I'll get upgraded to platinum and gold. Because I go there and I drop $35-40 every weekend, so Lord knows I spend enough.
God damn.
Yeah. It's nice to have money.
We really need arcades up in here. Fucking real ones like they have down there.
Well, see, this was honestly the best arcade I've ever been to. Every other arcade I've ever been to in my life pales in comparison to this. Like, this is by far the best arcade. But let me tell you why though. Because it's from a Japanese company. Round 1 is a Japanese arcade company. So, like, I wonder if my round 1 card's gonna work in Japan. Because it's all the same company. They barely have, like, there's only a few handful of states that have in a round 1 in them. And, like, so for Texas being as big as it is, it's only got 2 in it, and they're both in Dallas area. There's not even one in Houston, which is kind of surprising.
It's kind of surprising that they would have 2 in the same city.
Well, it's Dallas, and then a little bit further south of Dallas, but it's all in the Dallas Metroplex. So,
okay.
Yeah, it's not actually Dallas. But anyway, so yeah, there's that. Any more questions you got for us, Laura?
Actually, there's one that I've been wanting to ask some of my friends who like anime. Do you guys have any video games that you think would honestly make a pretty good anime?
Video games that would make a good anime.
Yeah,
yes. I mean, I have anime. I have games that are based off of animes, which are really good. But games that make good anime, technically that's kind of how visual novels work. They're visual novels sometimes before anime. So I'm gonna have to go with definitely.
I would say that Nier Automata would probably make a really good anime.
Yes, it would.
I honestly, I've always wanted to see an actual Legend of Zelda anime done right.
Yeah.
Pick the right voice actors, everything, and you could do it right.
So I want to say there's a game, the fighting game that had an anime that was the same thing. God damn it! I have them on Steam.
Is it Seren Kagura?
No. Senran Kagura. I have one of those games. I have Estival Versus, which is actually pretty good. Actually, I like that game because it's a hack and slash fighting game. I like hack and slash fighting games. Oh, you know what would make a great anime? Dynasty Warriors.
Oh yes, it would.
Yeah. Oh, so there's technically some anime that touch upon that era, the Sengoku era and stuff, but they're not done that well. Let me try to find it real quick, cause it's it's God Eater. There we go. God Eater. The anime that came that I saw before I actually saw the game was great. The game itself is good too, and the game itself has some anime cutscenes in it in the beginning. But I wanted them to continue that anime for God Eater. It had one season. It was pretty cool. I wanted it to go further.
Another one would be Tales of Vesperia.
Yeah,
there was one
Tales
PSP game
just
I can't
all the
think of the name
Tales
of.
games. Just say Tales in general, because each of them's pretty decent.
Oh shit! What was the name? Cohen, do you have a PSP or Vita? PS Vita?
Sadly, I do not.
I've had a
Shit,
PlayStation, PSP, and PS Vita. Or not a Vita.
I can't think of the name of the game. Prison Wars? No.
Huh? Prison Wars?
Yeah, I can't remember the name.
What happened in the game?
Basically you're in prison and you have to do missions and it reduces your sentence.
Nice.
Freedom Wars, that was what it was called.
Nice.
What kind of shit would you do?
It was kind of, it's like God Eater, where you have a central hub and you gotta do shit there, upgrade your gear and everything, and then you go out and kill, robotic monsters and shit. And then with every mission, your sentence gets reduced more and more. I think you start off with, a 10,000-year sentence.
God damn.
I'm not sure how you're supposed to live that long.
And there's certain parts in the games where you'll incur an infraction where it forces you to do something bad, and then you get more time added, and then you gotta work harder to get it back off.
Wow.
Well,
Sounds interesting.
That sounds like a kind of an eternal loop of you still have this huge ass sentence at the end.
Yeah, I do actually believe you can actually get the sentence all the way down to 0.
Damn.
I don't think there's any ending for getting to 0 or anything. I never did it. But you could get it to 0.
Hard.
Yeah. Because one of my friends, I think, is down to 400 years left.
Does a game actually, and after a certain amount of time, does it actually end?
I think so. It was something me and Marquand used to play all the time, and then we just got sick of it and never beat it.
Well, nice. Alrighty. So is that all the questions you have for us?
Yeah, that's pretty much all my questions.
Alrighty then, back to us, and we'll go ahead and ask the closing question here for the Anime Talk Show Tuesday crew. With all this anime talk, are you interested in visiting Japan, the great homeland, the weeb mecca, the place where we all must eventually go to live and die, or whatever? The end.
I'm sorry, was that for me?
That's seriously for you.
Oh, yeah,
That's
I'm-
the
I'm
question. We're all just sitting here in silence. I'm like,
Yeah.
did he break?
Actually, yeah, I do. I do want to go to Japan. I mean, not mainly for the anime, but I've always wanted to go to Okinawa
Uh-huh.
because I've heard it's just absolutely beautiful.
Nice.
So yeah, it is a place I do want to visit for both the anime and the culture, 'cause it seems like a pretty cool place to see.
Nice. Alright.
Will we ever have a guest that says no? Stay tuned to the next episode of Dragon Ball.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna ever have a guest that says no, unless we're like, no, fuck Japan. And then that's that day that you're gonna see me snap and I'm like, alright, well, it's been nice having you here, but get the fuck off my show. Yeah. Anyway. Alrighty. So yeah, thank you again, Flora, for hopping on, hanging out with us. Do you stream or have any relevant social media that you'd like to plug? Or you just exist?
Yeah, we just kind of exist. I mean, I guess me and Highcack and some of our other friends have a YouTube channel, but I don't. Cohen, do you think it's worth plugging?
I mean, hey, if you think if you think we're actually gonna do stuff with it, other than
I mean, definitely plan to do stuff with it. So I guess if people want to check it out, we're at Gravity Creek Gaming. We have both a Facebook page and a YouTube page.
Nice.
At the moment, it's mainly so we do some streams. We're probably gonna do another one this week because editing's been a pain in the ass.
Right? I used to do that forever ago.
Because the software never wants to cooperate with what you want it to do. It just sometimes decides to do its own thing.
That's not as much of a problem as I've had as just over-ending laziness and then, like, gradual decline in views. I'm just like, until I got to 0, and then I was like, well, there's no reason to publish videos anymore. I'm done. Walked away from it.
yeah, we were using he was using DaVinci for a while.
I don't even know what the fuck that is. I just use Sony Vegas. Anyway, thank you everybody for joining us. Catch us here next week on Tuesday for another episode of Anime Talk Show Tuesday. That will be the seasonal roundup. I think we're getting to the end of some of the seasons. Pretty sure. I'm not sure what ends next week, but some things are ending, and other things are ending soon. As well as you can catch us here at 7:30 p.m. CST normally. Today was just kind of a bit late because we had problems finding a guest. We had one, and some things happened. So again, thank you for joining us. And
no
you
problem.
can also,
If you ever need me again, just call me. I'm always free Tuesdays.
all right, nice. And then also catch us back here on Thursday for Table Talk Thursday, where we host the news talk show here from 8 to 8:30 p.m. CST with my co-host Raining Death at 909. As well as we have the Speakeasy Gaming D&D session at 6 p.m. CST on Saturdays. And we may or may not start having a half-assed Shadowrun Sunday session, Speakeasy Shadowrun Sundays, at, I guess, probably 5 or 6 p.m. CST as well. Alright, thank you all for joining us, and have a good night. We'll catch you on the next stream.